Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have 17 tour follow again. It seems like it's 17 tour again follow, but if you look at the title on the tab on the browser when you watch it, it's 17 tour follow again. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's all about 17. It's about a K-pop band. There's 12 guys in this group. I thought like BTS had a lot. And again, yes, I'm very basic. I don't know much else beyond BTS. I don't know the K-pop world. It's not my fault. It's just it's not targeted to me. I am not a young woman. It's just the way it is. That said, these young men are incredibly pretty. They are so pretty. I mean, I realize that a lot of it's the makeup and everything else, and just the hair and the outfits and everything else. But they're as a man, you can't deny that these guys are super pretty. Just the way it is. It's just the way it is, and that's all right. This is an hour and 42 minutes long. It's from 2024. It's pretty new. They're performed in the Sangam World Cup Stadium in Seoul, and yeah, it's basically a full concert for the most part, with cutaways. Sometimes every so many songs they have cutaways to the audience talking about why they love 17 in various languages too. There's some American girls that showed up talking about how much they had American accents. That's how I knew. And yeah, speaking English helped too. By the way, if you don't know Korean, you are going to need to put on the subtitles for whatever language you do speak or understand. So yeah, put that on early, right when it starts, just so you understand what's going on. I mean, yeah, some of their songs do have English lyrics in them, but it's 95% or more in Korean. So that's just the way it's going to be expected to be because they're in South Korea and they are performing in front of a majority Korean audience. So yeah, that's what you're going to get. So their songs are upbeat, they're positive, they're fun, they're exciting, they kept me awake. I was tapping along with the music. Again, it's not my type of music necessarily, but I could put that on in the background and enjoy it. Yeah, I could put this on again. I did not think I'd say that. At points, at first I was saying, should I just skip ahead? Because I know none of these songs. Am I going to cheat it and not actually watch the whole thing? Maybe just go ahead 10 minutes, watch 10 minutes, go ahead 10 more minutes. I didn't. It was tempting, not because the music was bad. It's just that when you're watching a concert kind of thing of music you don't know, you kind of get the gist of it. But I did not do that. I'm going to tell you that right now. I did not do that because it got really catchy, and it was just fun. It was just a good thing to keep on in the background while I'm working on other things. And the performance started in the daytime, which is just weird for a concert person for me. I maybe think they were like the opening act. You know, the opening acts tend to open during the daytime. But no, it went all the way through night. It must be a really long show. Lots of people just waving their wands in the air, their little glow wands, and just singing along with all their hearts and screaming and yelling. It's a good time. So they do the performances, do the songs. In between, they're busting on each other and making jokes and just being friendly. And there's times that they all just sit down and just talk to the audience. And just like, this is what I'm feeling like right now. This is my confession, how I feel about this. I got the impression I might have looked away at the wrong time. They might have lost a band member at one point. I don't know. That might have passed. 17 fans who might be watching this will hopefully probably correct me and clarify for me. I don't know. Some of them seem pretty broken up about it, and these guys aren't afraid to show their emotions. So there's nothing like just no He-Man America type of BS needed here. And I'm pretty sure that's part of their attraction to so many girls and boys. But they are they are They look like they're having a good time. It's got to be exhausting, but with 12 members of the band, if like one or two of them slip off stage for a little bit to take a breather while the other 42 sing and dance and everything else, I can understand that. You can throw half the band off the stage and half the singers off the stage, and the rest of them just are still getting all the attention, and and then they swap out. I imagine they can do that. They have each of them. I think they're all each their own little superstars. Everybody has a favorite in their own right. They all are. While they have coordinating costumes and everything else at times, they do have their own look and personality. There's at least two blonde ones, but I can tell the blonde ones apart by the makeup and the piercing and all this other stuff. So yeah, it's it's when you get the guys and all the stylish makeup and everything else, and they're meant to be like a cohesive unit, and they're dressing the same for a certain song, for some sort of theme kind of thing. It can get really crazy. I couldn't tell the back. I don't know who the Backstreet Boys are. I don't know. I can't tell them apart. Myself, it did 98 Degrees. I don't even know who was in that. It's just the way it was. But these days, in Korea, South Korea, there's 12 of them. They tour and they perform, and to an exhaustive extent that I don't know how they. I mean, here we get the edited version. It's cut down. There's moments behind the scenes. There's just interviews with fans. But speaking of which, also with fans, while they do crowd shots, they blur out all the faces. It's understood here in America. There's like a disclaimer when you come in the gate that you're going to be filmed. Maybe they don't have that in South Korea. Like, you're going to be filmed if you come into this place. We're filming a concert. If you're on screen, understand, like, somebody mustn't have got the clearance, or that's just not a thing they do. And so there's like girls going, yeah, woohoo, and it's just blurry faces. Unless they're like, there's a few instances where they were talking with some of the girls before the concert and talking about why they loved them and everything else. You saw their faces, some of them, not all of them. But then, yeah. Normally you get sign off. Normally there's a sign. Like, you go to a Comic-Con or you go to any concert where they're filming stuff, which they normally are, for even if it's not a concert film, you're going to be on camera. And it could end up being in an ad or something else. If you're really enthusiastic, that camera's coming to you. It's just strange that they had to blur out so much. Even some of the crowd shots, just like moving through a crowd, just like blur, 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 blur. I don't know why. It just seems like a bad decision. I think the girls there would like to be able to say, "Oh my gosh, that was me. Prove it." Well, that looks like my haircut behind that blurry shot. Well, that's my T-shirt. There's everybody else. There's 80,000 other girls in that crowd have that same T-shirt. But yeah, it's a good time if you love K-pop. And you haven't listened to them enough, this is a good representation, I believe, of who they are as performers and as people. And you might have a good time with it. And it's, again, if you're not into K-pop, and I'm not into K-pop generally, I'll go to a K-pop show. You just invite me, I'll go. That's free show. I mean, I guess, maybe. Unless you expect me to pay for the ticket. But, invite me, I'll go. I'm not afraid to check out new things. In fact, I've gone to thousands of concerts in my life. Yes, I'm old, but also I worked to a certain degree in promoting concerts. And I've seen lots of bands over the years, festivals, and things like that. So I've lost a lot of hearing. So I kind of gravitate to any shows I can see that shows me something new, and also I love the production aspect of it, to see what goes on with it. They start off in the daytime with a giant 6-story LED wall behind them, which seems counterintuitive because it's still not dark. But how they introduce the band, bring them on stage, is kind of cool. What they do later in the show as they try to, move them further and further into the crowd, there's a platform they're all standing on, moving at a relatively decent speed. And I really need to vacuum because there's little particles stuff sort of floating throughout this. There's a platform they're standing on while they're singing, and I'm like, what side of the grounds are they doing this on? And they're running along the side, and it's a really wide field, and they're running it along the side, so the people who are way out in the side in the corners get a little closer to them. It works out. They don't do it on the other side. I don't know if they do it on the other side or they just do 6 on this side, 6 on that side. I really didn't pick that up, but it was you got closer, and that's appreciative. I appreciate that. So, I mean, U2's done this kind of thing where they've literally put the crowd within the circle of the roads, paths. There's always people doing runways in the middle of the crowd to a satellite stage. Been doing that for decades. But, on moving platforms along the side, kind of wild. So yeah, it's a good time. If you get a chance, check it out. If you don't mind trying out some new music that's just positive, fun, exciting, and one song that doesn't end. It's kind of part of the joke. Basically, their finale song is very nice. It's literally called that, very in Korean, and then nice in English, unless that's also in Korean. Then it sounds the same. I have no idea. But every time you think they're done, they step off stage, and then they come back out and they keep going. They're like, okay, this is the very, very, very last time we're doing it. Very nice. And then they just go. And after a while, they just watch the crowd go. I feel like they're watching the crowd and wondering when they're going to collapse and just give up and just start leaving. Like, I got to get into the car to beat traffic, as you guys are repeating this over and over and over again. So it's entertaining, I believe, to them. So yeah, I definitely, if you have any kind of inkling towards this type of music, and even if you don't, it won't kill you to watch it. It won't. It really won't. Odds are, if you're older, your kids might be already listening to this, or some form of it. I don't know. But yeah, let's pick tomorrow's episode. 125. I had not heard of 17. To be clear, I have not heard of 17 until I watched this. So, yeah. I'm out of it. I'm an old man. Oh, okay. Okay. As I've said in the previous episodes, the majority of what's left that I have not watched on Disney Plus are documentaries, reality shows, and concerts. This falls under that. And it's a red-colored category. And so it's great, though. Even though these all fall into the same category, I almost think I need to curate subcategories for them. This isn't like, the previous red-colored documentary reality thing. I had Dance Moms. When was the last time? When did I see Dance Moms? Yesterday? I've already forgotten. But each of these things, at least, are different from each other. I don't get any more 2 shark things in a row, because I control the shark population on this series. Just be aware. Yes, there's new shark stuff that's just been released, and we're going to take care of that in a special way, as we have in previous years. Just so you know. But this has nothing to do with sharks, K-pop, Dance Moms, or like people going through the jungles of the Amazon. Nope, this is The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. And don't misread that. It's not Skywalker Ranch, which would be awesome. But it is not The Secret of Skywalker Ranch. It is The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. And this is a series I know about and I have not seen, but we're watching at least one episode tomorrow. The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch is what we're watching tomorrow on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.